Hi, my name is Jessie. I am a therapist in a residential treatment facility for eating disorders. The client today is Sarah. She's 27 years old and she presents with bulimia. Dialectical behavior therapy, the biosocial theory might view her behaviors as self-harming due to an invalidating environment, poor emotional regulation. However, today is our fourth session, so we're talking a lot about mindfulness skills. So we're going to be talking about the concept of wise mind. Hey, Sarah, how's it going?
It's going all right.
Okay. I understand by talking to the nurse that you had another episode yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, can you kind of tell me what was going on there?
I had a fight with a friend of mine, and it just made me feel so worthless, and I just felt fat and disgusting, and
okay,
so
I'm just feeling kind of just worthless, and as you said, fat and disgusting. So, can you kind of tell me what happened after that? What did you do?
So I had just finished lunch, so I went into the bathroom and puked, and
okay. And so, what did that do for you?
I felt like I was in control.
Okay.
And like what I had just eaten wasn't going to matter.
Okay. Well, today, because as you mentioned, the feelings of worthlessness, being out of control, feeling disgusting, those sounds like pretty emotional terms. And so today I'd kind of like to talk about what we call wise mind, which is, I know we've kind of talked about the emotional mind, we've talked about the rational mind, the logic, the thinking, versus the emotional mind where you might be fighting with someone or eating and then vomiting. Mm-hmm. And so wise mind is kind of the melding of the two. And so it's enabling you to look at both the emotions and the thoughts and being able to put them together so that you're not acting out an extreme on either end, right?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Sometimes I don't feel very wise though.
Well, it's a process. And so kind of what we're going to work on today, I have a worksheet for you. And we can maybe take this incident that happened yesterday and apply both the emotional and logical thinking so that we can kind of bring you into that wise mind, okay?
Okay.
Okay, nice. We have a pen here for you. So here's the worksheet. Okay, and so it has a couple of examples. We'll go with the Harry Potter example. His friends Hermione and Ron. Hermione is the very thoughtful person. Ron is the more emotional person. But together they can kind of keep Harry in check. Mm-hmm. Harry the wise mind.
Oh, all right.
So
and I'm kind of Ron.
Right now you could be Ron.
Yeah,
you could be Ron right now. So what we're going to do, let's see. Can you think of a time when you were actually able to take a step back from a situation and view it and not act out like you did yesterday? Maybe another fight with a friend where you didn't go and eat a bunch of food and then go into the bathroom.
Yeah, there's one or two times I've been able to do that.
Okay.
Where I've just, I don't know, some way miraculously told myself that I didn't need to throw up.
Okay. Can you? How long ago was that incident?
Probably like a year ago.
Okay. And so, how were you able to stop yourself?
At the time, I had a really good friend another friend I was able to talk to.
Okay.
That kind of kept me from.
Okay, so you were able to take a step back and I should probably go talk to my friend rather than binge and purge.
Yeah, and I was able to kind of talk about how it wasn't worth hurting myself.
Okay. So, you might write that down on the first section.
Okay.
Can you think of another incident where you were able to kind of prevent the behavior from happening?
Yeah, one time I was really upset and I went and ate a lot, but then I didn't end up purging. I just went for a drive and sat by the river.
So you kind of, you started down it, but you were able to kind of pull yourself back.
Yeah, like I only got halfway there.
Okay. Do you remember what you were thinking at the time?
Just that I was really still not feeling well from the last time I
Okay, so there's a little bit of a physical thing. Do you remember how you were feeling?
I felt like, I don't know, I guess I felt like I had power, like I felt empowered, I guess would be
Okay,
the
so
feeling there.
what happened in that incident where you were able to kind of use, like you said, you went halfway there. What prompted that incident?
Prompted me not puking? Or
No,
prompted-
it prompted you to start excessively eating.
Oh. I think it was, I think at the time it was, my boyfriend had made some comment to me, and so I just felt
Okay.
like I needed to.
So it seems like these incidents are arising after you have conflict with somebody. Okay, and you said yesterday that you got into a fight with a pretty good friend. Is that correct? Okay. So keeping in mind that these incidents in the past that you were able to kind of pull back, and then the ones that you weren't able to. Let's see, what's the next one? We have, let's see, what things we can do to increase your logical mind when out of balance. You know, when you're more in the emotional state. And you mentioned the last couple incidents, you were able to talk to a friend, you were able to, oh goodness, now I lost my place.
I was able to go for a drive. That was the other thing.
Okay.
I kind of, like, it helps me to step back.
Okay, so, you know, what other things could you do to kind of take a step back from that emotional state?
Maybe do something physical to
Okay.
just get out of that crazy mind.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Then on the other half of that, we have, you know, increasing the positive emotions when you're a little caught up in that logical side. Can you recall an incident where you might have been in a state like that? Where it wasn't so much the emotional, but it was more getting caught up in your thoughts? That's okay, Kate, the therapist, it's okay. I'll stop asking questions.
So a time when I was having positive emotions.
And no, when you were caught up in your thoughts.
Oh, I'm always caught up in my thoughts.
Okay.
That's constantly running through my mind.
Okay.
That I'm not good enough and I'm fat. And
So kind of like the emotions take over first, and then you kind of swing over to the other side and get caught up in the cyclical thoughts. Okay. So what can you do when you start down the cyclical thinking? Is that even a term? When you start down that direction, what can you do to increase the positive emotions to kind of keep that in check?
Maybe just using some of the affirmations that we've learned here and making a list of positive thoughts that are the opposite of the negative thoughts.
Oh, the opposite action. I think we have talked about that so far.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are some positive thoughts that you can throw out there?
That I'm strong because I'm here, and that I'm worth it. And am I supposed to be writing these down?
Go ahead.
Okay. It'd be nice to have.
That's right. And we can create a larger visual representation of that later.
Okay.
Okay, so to the second page.